Today we're talking college sports specifically.
What do you know about Baylor University?
RG3 won their first Heisman. They have a really good women's basketball team. And I knew one nigga who went there. I knew his mom too.
How was his mom doing? This is basically about the scandal that happened in 2003 with the university's basketball team. You weren't starter quarterback? You walk around with starting quarterback energy all day.
Shut up, asshole.
You're backup quarterback?
First of all,
no one says, hey, welcome, this is your co-pilot speaking.
Oh, God, I'm going to kill this guy.
He's going to the bathroom. I thought I would talk to you a little bit because I don't get this opportunity a lot.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Modern Apes podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegad. We're live from the ever-glorious Stan Studios, the Mecca. Sitting to my right, as always, my good buddy, the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat. It's Tristan Bowling.
Mushy mushy, monkey monkey. No, mustachy stashy.
Yeah, you shaved. He called everyone that would answer the fucking phone to be like, yo, look at He did the same way when I revealed the sign to him, which by the way, he got a new sign. I called him and the FaceTime was dark and then I turned the sign on. And I was like, bro, behold. He did the same thing with his face. And I was like, you suck, dude.
It's a significant announcement.
Would you say, does this give you points or take away points on the hotness scale?
I think I've heard tell that it gives me points.
Who are you talking to on the side?
No, I've heard the streets are saying, the streets, I listen to the streets.
Yeah, ear to the street.
I subscribe to the streets. And they've been saying, I look better.
Yeah, you look...
I look handsome.
Yeah, you know, if I had to describe it in one word, it wouldn't be that. You look like...
handsome.
A don't look like a pirate. You look like a...
That is the thing I miss.
Yeah, like a pop punk pirate?
No, I like being a seafaring folk. I like the facial hair. It makes me feel like a mariner.
You do look like one of the few people today that would die from gangrene. It's like how Tristan go. How, scurvy.
Swamp foot.
Yeah, but today we're talking college sports specifically, which, I mean, for those
Due
of you...
to the NCAA March Madness.
Yeah,
tournament.
March Madness is happening. Players are getting paid. It's a good time to be young
my
and
grandmother died from March Madness.
Wait, your grandma died from March Madness?
She died from March Madness. It drove her crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah, straight. She couldn't handle it.
Yeah, so you looked at my young and black joke down the barrel and said nothing on that, huh?
No, I was thinking about the March Madness thing. My grandfather died of May fever.
September schizophrenia. It'll take you out if you're not careful. Fuck your doctor.
Yeah. My dad died of Toyota-thon.
But we're...
It was a November to remember at the Toyota dealership.
Yeah, fucking goddamn, I can't do anymore. We did like 7 of these the other day on the Patreon. Join the Patreon. I do a lot more car tags. But we're talking college sports today. For those of you who don't know, that's big into my life. I went to the University.
Why, Daniel?
Because I'm a young black No, because I went to the University of Washington. I played quarterback there for a little while. Then I transferred to Northern Arizona, which is the shirt that Tristan's wearing. Because I called him today and I said, hey, we're doing college. Rep your set, and he said the GED store is fresh out of merch.
Yeah, they don't sell jerseys at the old GED store.
How GED finish up this year? About 8 and 8, but we'll get them.
We got
we'll
it.
Get them next year.
We got it.
3 plumbing degrees though. Kids are doing well.
Half the team didn't show up.
Yeah, actually, Tristan, I don't think has been to the only college sporting event that he's ever been to. I took him to an NAU football game,
and we were 3 seats away from chicken tenders.
Man, we almost won chicken. You know where they do the row 307 seats 7 through 6? You get chicken tendies, and I I wish there was a video on me. The amount that I didn't think I cared about chicken until I almost
until
won
you're
chicken.
Just a fucking cunt hair away from chicken.
And it's a fat family that got it. They
want it. They need it.
They were going anyway.
If anyone needs it, it's them, dude.
Yeah, it would bring them new business. They were spinning the block 4 times a week anyway.
That was a fun time.
It was good. You got to see me in my element.
Yeah.
Remember the time before that? We went to early, maybe 6 months into mine and Tristan's friendship. We were still both fucking young, living in Arizona. I booked us a gig in Seattle, which is where the University of Washington is, and we flew to Seattle to go do it. We slept on the airport floor, which is a real bonding moment.
Yeah.
But this night I took him
off his shoes. Yeah. Isn't that nuts? To take a full nap in an airport and just be like, I trust everyone in this airport.
Bro, do you know
there's no way they can get away to an entirely different state within this place.
Yeah, but until I open my mouth, I look scarier than I really am. So to them, that's just a sleeping, dreadlocked black dude who's red Air Forces. You're gonna take red forces.
You're gonna take a mama bear. You're gonna take my cub.
It's gonna be a movie scene where my eyes just spread out. Yeah, you're gonna get walked down through an airport, nigga, over some red forces.
I would love it if you had to board in socks.
Yeah, no, I go buy shoes when we get there. No, but I brought that up. I took Tristan to a frat party, not a frat party, like a frat day party where we played beer die. You ever played beer die, Pet? It's fun. Tristan can't play for shit.
I do not know how to play. It's so tiny. I lose it in the sun.
He's hanging out with me and a bunch of my because I knew some frat guys when I was in college.
I'm dragging the team down.
Yeah, I took them over. They were drinking, having fun.
Oh, are you talking about your buddy who has the same name as his dog?
He's like, my name's Miles. This is my dog. Miles spelled with a Y. And you're just like, you suck.
And I'm like, how'd you think of that one, pal?
Yeah, it was good. But you never got to have like the college experience. What was in place of your college experience?
Doing shows at ASU.
Okay.
And like doing stand-up and stuff like that.
And what were you doing during the day?
I mean, fucking off. Really?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
You asked like that was a weird
I
question
did go to
ask.
community college for one class.
How did that go? What community college?
Straight Mountain Community College.
Okay.
So EMCC, I went there to do a poetry class so I could get my rhyming game up for my raps.
Which means they took your parents' money. So they took part of your parents' money. And
like $250.
So you just outed your parents $250?
I mean, I'll pay them back. But when it comes to student loans, that's easy. All right, that's a chump change.
So you have no student loans?
No, I mean $250 that because I went to one class and then they're like, all right, you have homework. And then I just didn't do the homework. And I'm like, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I can't show back up there. So I just hung out and like smoked weed in the parking lot for like an hour.
I took something close to that. I took an improv acting class because we had to take summer classes in at Washington. I took an improv acting class. And then also on the topic of, we'll get into my NCAA stuff, I took a gender and women's studies course. With mostly athletes.
You took that offensively.
It's just man hater 101, dog. You just go in there and she's the only teacher that I've had. Like, so when you play on a sports team at the beginning of every semester, you have to walk in and give a slip to the teacher that says, hey, I'm going to be gone. A lot. Deal with it, basically. No one ever says no to that. She's the only one that was like, no, I won't sign this. And I had to take it to my coach and be like, she said no. And he's like, it doesn't matter what she says.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what she says. She's a woman's science teacher.
It was so funny because I was so scared to tell him.
A women's studies teacher. Sorry.
He just looked at it and goes, that bitch doesn't make the fucking rules. Are you stupid?
Do you understand how much money is? Just immediately just, it's fine. It's fine.
Just forge your signature. It's cool. All right, but bring up your topic because we'll get into mine.
Yeah,
I'm curious to know what yours is.
My topic is I am the only one who likes to keep it a secret anymore. Which I don't like.
Such a pussy.
We're on the train. We're on the platform coming here on the train. He's like, "Oh, this is what I'm doing." I'm like, "Dick."
It's called pre-production. Pre-production.
Yeah, I do that at work. Do pre-production. I write all this shit out, and then I wait for you to surprise me with a fun story.
I just blow my load right all over you in a train station.
Steve, no, you pre-cum in your pants, and then I have to sit here and finish. This is me going into the bedside drawer and pulling out my vibrator and finishing, because I am the girl in this relationship. And I'm fine with that, because I'm a bad bitch.
I'm fine with that.
Because I'm a bad bitch. My ass is fat. In this situation, not in
You
real
do
life.
look rather flossy, if I do say so myself.
What does that mean?
Flossy? That was like something that bad bitches would call themselves in like the early 2000s. You ever heard that song? Because I'm flossy. I'm the one y'all love to hate. I'm the bitch that... No?
No.
You got to get more black friends. I can't be your only one.
No, I can't be hanging... No, what? That was pumped through a white woman's speaker in the back of a Tahoe.
I'm pretty sure that's Sierra.
No, but I'm saying your mom was listening to it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, she was cool in the 90s. That's why I'm black.
I guess.
she stopped being cool.
She had a phase.
She had a phase, yeah.
She had a cool phase and a kid corresponding from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm going to be talking about today happened in the early 2000s.
That's my favorite time in history.
The year 2000.
The year 2000?
No. Yeah, that's a Conan bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Best who's ever done it.
I was getting concussions when you were watching that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be coherent.
It's not proven yet that I have CTE.
I know it isn't, but I know it is.
My stringing thoughts together sometimes. It's not too
It's not
great.
bad.
Car accidents for 15 years, kids. Would I recommend it? No. Did it get me just far enough to have to put up with this nigga on a daily basis? Yes. Yes, it did.
You could have done no football. You'd still be here.
God damn, that's so sad.
Yeah. Instead, you almost made it to something, got all of the bad and none of the good.
You mean I didn't have to Hiroshima and Nagasaki my right knee? I could have, I could have just walked in here.
Yep. All right. So Baylor, what do you know about Baylor University?
RG3 won their first Heisman. They have a really good women's basketball team. And I knew one nigga who went there. I knew his mom too.
How was his mom doing?
His mom's doing fine. She's a nice lady. She's kind of a MILF.
First and last name.
Yeah, I mean, DeAndre's mom.
Got it going on.
Her heavies are huge. Anyways, yeah,
and her hair is fake blonde.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
So in 2003, this is basically about the scandal that happened in 2003 with the university's basketball team.
I don't know hear about this. Maybe I did hear about this.
Yeah. So in 2003, Waco, Texas, Baylor University, 10 years after the infamous siege that happened with David Koresh and the Branch Davidians.
Waco.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah,
where they went to war with the ATF for like
I know
50
that. I
days.
remember. I saw that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So Baylor University was founded 3 years before the first property was built in Waco. So it been there for a minute.
Okay.
And as of 2003, the basketball program was celebrating its 75th anniversary by sucking so bad.
Yeah, they're not traditionally a good school, I think.
Yeah, I think when David Bliss, one of the people I'm going to be talking about, got into the program, they had a 50-year losing streak of not making it into the final tournament.
Man, I've seen how those schools have to recruit too. And because normally good schools come in and they recruit on high selling points. When they come in, here's how they'll sell it in like a good way. They'll be like, hey, you'll play right away.
Yeah.
The second you get here, you're touching the court. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We don't got guys.
Yeah, we got your shoe size before you came even.
Yeah, because a good school goes like, yeah, we'll see. Maybe 2-3 years, get your little red shirt. Bad school, right away. You could start tomorrow.
Yeah, like from 1950 to 2003, Baylor only made one tournament appearance.
That was before the NIT too, so they didn't even have like the little second place tournament.
No.
Yeah.
No. So in 2003, Dave Bliss was not setting records into his 4-year tenure as a coach. He's been there for a couple years now. He failed to qualify for the tournament or make any sort of waves. Bliss took over after a 5-year probation for recruiting violations. But Bliss loves recruiting violations. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Fuck yeah, nigga. That's the whole reason I'm getting back pay, because the recruiting violations of the time, like to put into perspective, you can't get anything a normal student couldn't get. So we'd go eat at this Greek restaurant right by campus and get free food all the time. If anyone ever caught us getting free food, the entire football team could get the death penalty.
Yeah, which I didn't know was a term.
The death penalty?
Yeah.
I got a couple side death penalty stories for you. They can take there's levels to it. They can just disqualify you from bowl games, and all of this loses recruits, which has
or they can completely kneecap your entire department and be like, you're not playing football for a whole year.
Yeah, they can just say football's gone. It's just gone. No more money making for you.
Imagine if that happened at fucking Bama.
No, I mean, we'll get into that. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, we bend the rules a little bit. You heard of Sandusky?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's different rules for different guys. So Bliss got a $3 million contract and was the third highest paid coach in the Big 12 when he first got to Baylor.
Okay.
Everyone was stoked on him being there, with the search committee member Jim Turner saying he was well worth the cost of admission to ride the Bliss bus.
www.patreon.com/Modern Apes Podcast. We do a bonus episode weekly, and if you want to get real spicy with us, Wheels Internal Affairs are $10 for the monthly pass, but I've cried. Tristan said slurs. There's been a bunch of fun stuff. He used to have facial hair on it. It's a good time. Tell a friend about the cast and join the Patreon. Why'd you do it all slave ownery?
Because it's from Texas.
Oh, okay. I can't think of college anymore without thinking of the South Park bit. You've seen the student athletes?
Oh, isn't that where Cartman
goes to the University of Boulder and talks to the athletic director, and he's like, so how do you get your slaves in order? He's like, slaves? We don't have slaves. They're student athletes. He goes, right.
Student athletes. Yeah. So at the time, Jim Turner was a powerful alum at Baylor and also a CEO of a soda company.
That's how they all are. They all are like this.
What soda do you think is CEO?
Some bullshit like Big C or Big K.
How dare you?
RC Cola?
He went to college for 8 years.
See it? No. Is it a Pepsi or Coke product?
He went to college for 8 years.
Okay.
Who else? Which other soda has a doctorate?
No, this nigga's Dr. Pepper.
He's Dr. Pepper.
23 flavors?
It's all 23. He's got him in the palm of his hands.
That's wild.
You think Starry? Starry has a GED, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking. I was like, bro, who's smart over here? Nah.
Starry didn't graduate because of the streets. I know that.
Dr. Pepper. All right.
Dude, imagine seeing a Starry wrapped themed coffin. That sucks.
Isn't Starry new? Isn't Starry new because some lady named Sierra Mist took the Instagram handle and like it took they changed from Sierra Mist for this reason.
If that's true, that bitch can die.
Can you look this up, Pat? I'm 98% sure I'm right. Some lady
Sierra
actually
Mist is
named
a household name and a staple in the bowling clan.
Yeah, no, Sierra Mist. She sued fucking Sierra Mist, and that's why they changed to Starry. Starry is the exact same soda as Sierra Mist.
Nothing better will help a bellyache. I know that for certain.
I keep going, but I'm 98% sure that's
Dude, no, wait. It was just they changed name because of its declining market share.
Oh, maybe I was wrong.
What the fuck are you listening to?
Look, kids, don't go on TikTok and get most of your information because, dude, I'm 90. No, I was wrong. No, it was
a TikToker. Sierra Mist is known for creating an engaging flight attendant content. She said in a video that she's been using her online name since platforms like AOL Instant Messenger were popular. She claimed in a YouTube video from July 2023 that PepsiCo had accused her of a trademark infringement. In this video in July 2023, she followed her claim by saying that she couldn't reveal much more due to legal reasons. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to give them like $65
because if you settle outside of court, baby, it's always more. But I was these are the videos that I watched. I was 98% correct about that.
So you're just watching dumb bitches and fucking.
That's all the internet is. That's all my internet is,
dude. Oh yeah, dude. How bad do you feel like you can't be sitting in the? I mean, you'd put so much content out there if you could only be sitting in the front seat of a car. Can you imagine if you had the content dome that is the front seat of a white bitch's sedan?
I like to call the front seat of my Acura the Thunderdome.
Because that's when I really give it to the haters. Okay? Listen, I have an Excel spreadsheet about all of Taylor Swift's corresponding dress colors and skirt colors, I'm not crazy.
I do watch astonishing
Yes,
amount
my womb is barren, but I'm not crazy.
I call babies crotch monkeys or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Crotch monkeys?
Crotch monkeys?
I mean, that's...
Crotch monkeys on some crotch rockets?
I do
that's
follow
a fun time.
A lot of female influencers that start videos by going, "Hi, y'all," or "Hey, everyone," as if they're talking to people, and it's kind of psychotic.
Yeah, no. That's someone in a car being like, "Hey, everybody." And hate to pull the curtain back, but...
It's also take 4. It gets sad after a while.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
I mean, the in-betweens where it just being like, oh, Stephanie, come on.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Tighten up, Lindsay.
Jim Turner's the CEO, Dr. Pepper.
Jim Turner built this in a cave.
With a box of scraps. With a mere doctorate of pepper and 23 individual flavors.
Damn.
All right, so rumors circulated that Jim Turner donated to the school to help pay for Dave Bliss using revenue from Dr. Pepper, which, nadoy.
Okay.
One notable thing about the town of Waco in Baylor University is that they love Dr. Pepper.
I didn't realize. It makes sense, though, because, like, Phil Knight graduated from Oregon, and Oregon's Nike'd the fuck out. They're the Nike flagship school. The Under Armour guy graduated from the University of Maryland, and they're the Under Armour equivalent of that as far as like jerseys and money.
Yeah, and
they got Big Pepper.
Yeah, Baylor University was named Dr. Pepper as the official soda on campus.
Well, you know, Dr. Pepper in college football now is like one of the bigger sponsors, and it's like Allstate, which has, you know, the field goal upright net, and then it's Dr. Pepper that does the Fansville. Fansville's huge. You ever seen those commercials?
Yeah.
Fansville, Dr. Pepper. It's fucking
that's big DP?
That's big DP. That's huge DP.
Oh, dude, that's gotta hurt.
They got Matt Rife in a commercial.
You gotta breathe.
Yeah.
You gotta breathe. That's a lot of pressure feeling that DP.
Ah, dude, DP money must
be splitting me in half.
God damn, you gotta circular breathe through your nose, in through your nose again.
That's good. That's good. This is terrible. I'm drinking Light Strike Hard Refresher. This is Tom Segura's. This is not Tom Segura. All right, this will be bleeped. Oh, okay. Then I don't give. Then it's not getting bleeped. Who gives a fuck? Are you saving me from the goon squad of Tom Segura? You think I'm on his radar? You think I'm on his radar?
That'd be the best thing to happen, though. Dude, if we got a cease and desist from...
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, what a blessing in disguise, having all of his fans rush to the pod. This is made with human feces. All right? Leave a comment and subscribe if you disagree.
This is made from the fingernails of cobalt mining 12-year-olds from Africa,
it's
and I know this.
Straight adrenochrome.
Well,
it says
sense,
it on here.
This actually probably is the best drink you can drink while drinking. It has no fat, no cholesterol, no trans fat, zero saturated fat.
Asbestos.
200... Cholera. Gangrene.
The insides of a D-cell battery.
Chitlins. What?
Yeah, what?
No, but it does have 250 milligrams of sodium, so it does help with the hangover. Real shit. Real rap. Tell a friend.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, we're doing ads now for a guy who has 9 Porsches? Minimum.
No, but this would be the black equivalent to like flexing you got some new Jordans before it hit the market. You're like, yo, Nick, I'm on that new light strike. You ain't even seen this colorway yet. Nickel. Bro, I started calling people at work nickels.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month. How you doing?
I've already said this to you on the podcast, but I'll say it again. When you say the N-word like that, it makes it sound like you say it with a mouthful of peanut butter.
Fucking. Oh, no, I swear to God, when I swallow this, you guys are fucked.
I got the ratio off in my PB&J. So, Dr. Pepper is the official soda of Baylor University. It is flowing through the lifeblood.
Okay. Taylor played there. She said it's a nice spot.
Well, she's a liar. Dave didn't just get a $3 million contract because his dick is huge and he loves chug and cum. They had very high expectations for him. Bliss made waves in New Mexico before getting hired at Baylor. Under him, they went to 7 NCAA tournaments in 4 March Madness wins.
The Lobos? That's where he was at?
Yeah, the Lobos.
University of New Mexico?
Lobos.
Took a visit there. It's fine.
Yeah. So
Albuquerque.
4 March Madness wins underneath his belt.
Yeah.
This helped make everyone forget that he mildly destroyed the previous basketball organization that he worked at.
Hey, wash his hand. Hey, wash his hand.
Yeah. So while he was with the Lobos, the school was threatened with the death penalty. So it kind of let him like get out of it. So they were threatened with the death penalty over their football team. And so all of his infractions that he was doing with the basketball team, they're like, we got bigger fish to fry.
That is how that works. I mean, I'm sure the football team is making... That's where you make most of your money in college sports. It's the football team. Unless you're Nebraska and your volleyball team sells out 92,000 seats 4 times a year.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy. So basically he was a little poop smith in New Mexico, Mr. Dave Bliss.
Okay.
Getting himself in hot water after details of his compensations got leaked to the press. So this was his salary, recorded. So he had $183,000. He also got 12 season passes for $3,600, a country club membership for $4,000.
Did you know that they do all of these incentives like this? Were you aware of this? That coaches
No, I didn't.
got stuff?
I didn't.
My coach got his house paid for. They buy him a house and pay the mortgage.
He got additional athletic passes for $500.
Yeah.
2-year lease on a Ford Bronco, $1,300.
Company cars, baby.
A bonus for being competitive,
right?
Which is crazy.
No. They have those. Whenever we went to bowl games, every single position coach got $75,000.
Yeah, he got 15.
They gave us an Xbox.
I mean, you lucked out there, bud.
They gave us an Xbox.
$100,000 from profits and camps, $18,000 from radio appearances, a $50,000 deal with Converse,
Jesus fuck,
and $68,000 from private and unaccounted for corporations.
And these niggas suck? they historically suck? Where's all this money?
No,
been?
This was in New Mexico. This is when he was raking up March Madness wins and shit like that. Yeah. So when Dave Bliss came to Baylor, they were coming out of a 5-year self-imposed probation with only 1 tournament appearance in 50 years. People thought his style of basketball was boring, but he stabilized the roster with recruits and transfers.
Okay.
So he was basically bringing all the other people from Lobos back over to Baylor, trying to get them to get to move and stuff.
Transfer rules were different then. That's more impressive.
Yeah. So leading the team to a 19-2 small postseason run. Postseason run.
All right.
Greg Davis, formerly played with Bliss, was one of those transfers.
That was my high school head coach's name.
Greg Davis?
Hate that nigga.
Do you think it was the same guy?
No, he's white and unathletic. There's no way he was playing basketball.
I think this guy was white.
All right. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, honestly, look up Greg Davis.
Nah, this guy he's old guy, but that was his name.
I mean, this is in the 80s, so he's probably old now. Damn, what if it's the same guy?
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so mad you brought up all the trauma from high school. God damn.
Oh, was he like your high school?
I hated this man. Yeah. He actively helped me not get recruited. It was actually...
What?
Greg Davis? Black guy. That's a Gregory Davis. That's a black
It's
name.
a white guy.
No, Gregory Davis?
Yeah, Greg Davis. The one in the photo I saw, that was a white guy.
Watch it be just like Waluigi levels of Latino.
I could be completely wrong.
That's a Greg Davis right there, baby. I knew it. I knew it when I seen it.
That's not the guy I saw. The white dude playing basketball, that's the Greg Davis I saw.
Yeah, Greg Davis. 25 games played, 56 field goal percentage. Greg Davis.
Is that not Greg Davis?
Oh, fuck. That's Greg Davis?
Yeah, it said he played for Baylor.
Nice research, asshat.
Fuck off. All right, so he's there.
Yeah, some guy named Greg Davis.
Greg Davis is there.
Yeah.
Attendance. Greg Davis, here.
Yeah, present. Greg Davis.
So March 14th, 2000, I was about to say 2021, 2001, March 14th. Oh my God, what would you do if you went back to March 14th, 2001? Right now, you're in New York City. First, look at the towers. Nice. Second, how do you stop them from falling?
I'm not. I'm buying real estate in fucking. If I can invest in the Twin Towers because they all got paid out in the back
Gonna walk
end.
right past the Twin Towers, right into Wall Street, and just be like, Apple, Apple, Apple. He's such a fucking money.
Put everything
hungry.
on Windows 97. Everything on Windows 97.
Do you know what Bitcoin is? Can I do that yet? So March 14th, 2001, Bliss, like that guy. Is that Sherrod? It looks like Sherrod without a mustache. March 14th, 2001, Bliss finds himself playing his old team in New Mexico.
Okay.
Season on the line.
Okay.
Baylor, after making up a 12-point deficit to gain the lead,
What a comeback.
can't keep the lead.
Yeah.
And eventually loses to the Lobos, ending their season. But something got his attention during that game, and that was number 94 player from New Mexico.
His name's number 9, or his number is 94?
Yeah.
No one good has ever worn number 94 in basketball. That's wild.
Well, he's not a major part of the story because he's very good at basketball. I will tell you that.
That makes sense. Yeah, tell me a bench player without telling me he's a bench player.
So he gets his attention, Patrick Dennehy.
Okay.
So summer of 2003, the Baylor basketball team welcomes their new recruits to Waco, and among them are Harvey Thomas, 6'8" forward from Oklahoma, recently engaged and coming from a community college, is excited to play D1 ball.
Yeah, I mean, those transfer ups they're very happy to be there.
Yeah, so Harvey Thomas lucked out, got a place with his two future teammates, Patrick Dennehy and Carlton Dotson. He thought he lucked out, but this goes very, very badly for one of them.
Why?
I'll tell you. So they hit it off and wanted to make Baylor a big player in the powerhouse. So meanwhile, their roommate Carlton Dotson is not so cheery. Dotson met with the head coach Dave Bliss earlier that year and said that he can no longer. Bliss said that he can no longer guarantee him and the team plans, and his scholarship was in limbo.
So this is this is old rules.
Yeah.
Now it's a little different. They have what's head count sports. So there's certain sports where you can't split scholarships. I'll get into it a little bit on mine, but like football has a certain amount. Volleyball is a head count sport. Soccer, however, like when Taylor was at UW, they split scholarships. You only got, I think, like 11 as a team, but there's 28 girls or 26 girls, something like that. And she was one of the only ones that had a full scholarship. Everyone else, or the majority, they like split it up, and it depends on your play and all this other like wild shit, kind of like that.
But one thing about Patrick Dennehy, he has. I wonder if I get into it. I forgot if I mentioned it. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So they want to make Baylor a Big 12 powerhouse, and Dotson, he's in limbo, so he's not pumped. That the other people are like, dude, we're going to crush this season. He's just like, yeah, we are, yeah.
Bring in the boosters.
Yeah, Dave Bliss played it loose and fast with scholarships. And when the allocated money ran out, he'd open up his own wallet.
Which, by the way, even if you're on scholarship, I had a personal booster. So like your whole thing's covered for it, but these are for rich people to donate, basically to write off on taxes. So there was... Technically, the school's not paying for it. It was paid by one specific guy. You get to meet him at a booster dinner every year, and it's one person who's paying, I think in total 4 years is $250,000 up there?
Oh yeah, this was a lot of money. I think he like paid like at least $17,000 a semester
Fucking
out of his own pocket.
College is so expensive, dog. It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah. Well, he devised Bliss devised a workaround scholarship limit, working around the scholarship limit by making a deal with Patrick Dennehy to pay for his tuition and living expenses and gave him the use of his Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah.
Previously paid for by New Mexico.
Yeah, that's how that works. That's going to be illegal. Can't do that.
Yeah. Also, he's doing. I feel bad about with Patrick Dennehy. He didn't know. They just told him he's on scholarship and stuff like that.
And so
he doesn't know he's doing that
and
shit.
he doesn't know where the money's coming from, this, that, and the third. They're still going to come down on him. There's no way they don't.
He's like, oh, yeah, we're subletting this apartment. And he's just like, oh, this is like the fucking Baylor's doing this. No.
They did. I can't wait. Yeah, there's so many of this bullshit stuff before the rules changed where people were catching, kind of like incentives along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
So at this time, the unit Bliss was renting had Harvey Thomas, Carlton Dotson, and Patrick Dennehy all bunked up in there, up. And they got another roommate later on. I think his name is Chris. But he was just like a random white guy, which is very funny to think living with like a bunch of 6'8" black dudes.
No, that happens more than you think. Generally, there's like, if there's 4 dudes living together, 3 of them are like dudes that play, and a lot of times they're big and black. There's always one white guy who's just like a good hang, and he never sees the field. Doesn't even know where his helmet is during the game half the time. But
what's up, bud?
Glue guy.
Yeah.
Glue guy.
So Carlton was staying there, having been separated from his wife while she lived with her parents.
Yeah.
They were going through a little bit of a hard time. Their relationship was on the rocks, and Carlton was paranoid about her going out partying because she thought she was cheating on him with his like other people, even his teammates. He was like, you fucking this guy, you fucking that guy.
She was probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So but she leaves him back to her hometown after he allegedly beat her up, which it doesn't seem to allege.
You're right.
Yeah.
Through hands, for sure.
Yeah, no. So all this tension being brought into the house, they all shared together, wasn't that good.
Right.
Yeah, so Patrick claimed that Harvey was running up the cell phone bill and was responsible for DVDs and clothing that went missing in the house.
All right.
So
what? I stole Airbud Goes to College. Fucking sue me. I'm trying to watch it.
Yeah, I'm stealing headphones. I'm stealing everything. And then I won't pay the cell phone bill.
Yeah, that is kind of a bad guy.
Yeah, meanwhile, Carlton Dotson went and bought a pit bull out in the country, but claimed he wasn't able to pay them because friends had come into his apartment and stole the money. Which, why did they give him the dog?
Okay.
But it's weird, he developed a kind of weird, like, family-style relationship with these country bumpkin folk. Because he's, like, from the middle of, like, Ohio or whatever the hell. And he's like, oh, these remind me of, like, rural living people. So he's like, oh, I like you guys. And he brings over him and his girlfriend, or wife at the time, Melissa, like, to the place. And, like, he's just being weird. He's asking them, he's like, yo, I got a buddy in town. Do you know where I can get some drugs? And they're like, we're in the boonies. I sold you a dog.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
There are drugs like that around here?
Yeah, and, like, they were like, one time hanging out there, and she had a black eye. And then, like, they're like, oh, man. Like, they're walking in the car or something like that. And he's like, don't worry. When we get home, she go and find out. And they're just like, what?
Okay, so now this guy's beating ladies and providing money, which is no good.
Yeah, so he was kind of a crazy guy.
Okay.
Went out and bought a pit bull. Yeah, friends. Carlton claimed that he confronted his friends. They put a gun in his face. Well, he coincidentally, basically he like when he was trying to buy the pit bull, they're like, oh, I don't have money. My friend, I confronted him, but they put a gun in his face. But this was coincidentally the same day that Patrick kicked him out of the apartment. So it's just like, did you get a gun in your face, or people catching you being shitty?
So when does the NCAA crack down on this fool? Because they're sworn, they're probably investigating already if it's at this point.
So basically, this is where like things kind of change and stuff like that. So Patrick's perspective, he's like had enough with all this shit. Like they did like deadbolt the door and stuff like that, so people got to knock to come in and shit. And then his car gets broken into, and people like steal all the shit out of his Chevy Tahoe. Mm-hmm. And he's like, dude, he just starts bringing a gun to the door every time like someone comes and knocks and shit like that.
While being a booster at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well,
hey, fast money has fast problems, I guess. Jesus Christ.
And during all this, the higher-ups at Baylor and the NCAA began their investigations into multiple into like all the accusations amongst the coaching staff and shit.
And they started realizing the players had shit they shouldn't have, right? Like that's always the first thing to go. It's like, where'd you get this fucking car from, dog? You're like, don't worry about it.
It was like, where'd you get this car from? I mean, just being like, why is there so much drugs? Yeah. Like, there's a lot of drugs around here.
Yeah, mine is just the car. There's so much white powder.
So on June 7th, Carlton called a buddy and asked if he has anywhere on his property he can go out shooting and stuff like that. And
yeah, this doesn't sound like a fucking alibi for a murder if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, and when his buddy asked about the car break-in, Carlton said he was convinced that Harvey did it.
Okay.
And so...
Jesus Christ, this all happened at Baylor? Fuck.
Yeah, this all happened at Baylor. So, in summer of 2003, both Patrick and Carlton failed to show up to a party. There were indications that something had gone wrong because Dennehy's family had not heard from him. And Chris Turk, the other roommate, said that he returned home to find the dog had not been fed. You got to feed that puppy.
So someone got clapped or what?
Oh, yeah. On June 25th, Dennehy's car was found in Virginia Beach, Virginia, which is with its license plate removed 1,400 miles from Baylor University. And on an affidavit filed in June 23rd, which was unsealed June 30th, sought the search warrant at Dennehy's computer and stuff like that. Basically, they found a lot of evidence leading towards Carlton kind of being suspicious. And while Carlton was visiting his cousin, he admitted to having killing Dennehy during an argument in Waco, Texas. Okay. So on the 21st of July, Carlton was charged with Dennehy's murder, taken into custody in Maryland. And then on the 26th, his badly decomposed body was found in a gravel pit.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. Shouldn't have been talking shit.
But why would you go out shooting with a guy who's like mad at you?
Because you're dumb. And that's like...
You just want to fire a gun.
They're in the country. That is just something to do. Like, my family's real rural rednecks like that. That's just something to do. So, hey, you want to go shooting? Yeah, shit, I'll bring the beer. Which is a crazy thing to say. If you're like, I'll bring the alcohol, with the harbingers of death.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how I can just go like this? Bam, we're both in jail.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
So Carlton Dotson pled guilty to the murder June 8th, 2005, and was sentenced a week later to 35 years in prison. Okay. But all this is happening. People are talking. So the August 7th is the memorial service. And while the memorial service is happening, Melissa... or like I think that's her name or something. Patrick Dennehy's girlfriend is talking with the NCAA, being like, "Yeah, he's paying for all of our shit."
Snitching, yeah, because she's not fucking. Oh, it's always 30. Yeah. God damn it.
So she snitches. She lets it loose on everything, and then this basically gets Dave Bliss fired. So it is a huge scandal, and I think they're on probation for 5 years after that.
They got in trouble. I remember hearing that part of it. I didn't know it was for fucking clapping guys.
Yeah, there's drugs and murder at Baylor University. And also in 2016, a lot of sexual assault. There's like a lot of like sexual assault shit that came out about Baylor.
Really?
Yeah, it's been in like a notably bad school.
Like frats or football stars or what?
I don't know.
A little bit of everything?
Yeah.
Dealer's choice?
Yeah, a little bit of Monica. A lot of bit of Monica. She's mad about it.
All right, so that was your fucking Baylor death sentence penalty thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Carlton Dotson, bad guy.
It was just their basketball team that got in trouble?
Yeah.
No football.
No, their football team was all. I think they. I don't know if they got in trouble.
Because the whole athletic department really should get in trouble for that. That's crazy. All right, now here's...
The whole athletic department did get in trouble for 2016 during the sexual assault shot.
Oh, because you can't cover stuff up. There's like protocols of that.
Because they were like covering it up. And shit like that.
You can't do that. You got to go right to the athletic director. Patty, how much time do we got? Okay, I just need to know about how long.
I did pretty spiffy. Yeah, that's my story.
That was pretty all right. I just need... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, for sure. Well, because mine's a little bit less. It's not a person. It's a thing. And by thing, I mean the fucking evil empire that is the National Collegiate Athletics Association, better known as the NCAA.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was just about to do that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. God damn, they're the worst organization in the world. Look, if you've never played for them, they suck. if you're one of those people that thinks that free tuition is enough and we shouldn't get more, shut up, asshat.
They added Shane to the game and Sketch and Big Cat.
Yeah, now.
Don't you want to be Big Cat?
Now, for the longest time, there was so much money floating around college football that people just didn't understand like how much it was. Like I have here, let me find it, how much money these motherfuckers pulled in, because it's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, multiple, I'd say hundreds of billions of dollars.
The NCAA made almost $1.3 billion in revenue in the 2022-2023.
I overshot that about $99 billion.
I mean, that's 1.3 in revenue, though.
Oh, so, I mean, that was just in 1 year. I'm talking about grand scheme.
No, that's 1 year, bro. They're making 1.3
million
in a year, which is crazy. All right, so the reason we're doing this is this will come out during like kind of the last, I think, Sweet 16 of March Madness. Also, it just got finalized through court in the class action like mass lawsuit. The NCAA is to pay $2.8 billion in back pay to student athletes, good dating all the way back to 2016, which the reason that's a big deal to me is because that was my freshman year of college. Now, my wife also was an NCAA athlete. She played, she was a captain of the soccer team at Washington for 3 years. The funny part is they're breaking down, I'll get to Title IX in a sec, but they're completely breaking down the bullshit gender thing that was there that like provided equal money. So she was a 4-year starter, 3-year captain, played in every single game, all game, never came out. I have limited snaps. Limited snaps. She got, so you had to file this class action lawsuit, you put in all your information.
Were you starter?
No, not at Washington. I was a backup and like package guy.
You weren't starter quarterback? You walk around with starting quarterback energy all day.
Shut up, asshole.
You're a backup quarterback?
First of all, that's a very hard. You're saying that like it's not hard as fuck. You're saying that like it's not really hard.
I mean, I'm sure co-pilot is hard too, but at the same time, that's not the guy who talks on the radio.
Who understands nothing about athletics. First of all,
no one says, "Hey, welcome. This is your co-pilot speaking."
Oh, Pat, I'm going to kill this guy.
He's going to the bathroom. I thought I would talk to you a little bit because I don't get this opportunity a lot.
No. Dropping out of high school was easy. Going to be a Division I backup quarterback was hard. What are you talking? And the guy ahead of me is going into his 7th year as Joe Burrow's backup for the Bengals. It's not like there was
backup.
You're the type of guy that says $250,000 scholarship is worth it, and we shouldn't get more money. It's niggas like you. It's
a lot of money.
Yeah, no, but I played.
You should focus on your grades.
I played limited, so my girl was a starter.
I mean, you got a lot of time to focus on your grades. You're not seeing the field that often, so you can crunch those numbers on the side.
What do you think? Hold on. What do you think? Because you're a NARP, which we athletes call a non-athletic regular person. What do you think a day in the life of an athlete entails during the season? What do you think?
I mean,
the average salary for an NFL backup quarterback varies, but can range from a league minimum of $705,000 to over $1 million. So yes, asshat. Being a backup
Wait, can we look up the backup quarterback for the
ludicrous.
Patriots during the Tom Brady years?
Bro,
because I know Tom Brady, but I have no idea who this guy is.
It would be Matt Castle or Jimmy Garoppolo or Jimmy Garoppolo's rookie salary was.
I know Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, Matt Castle's salary. He's making $1.1 million a year. Asshole.
That's not it. His last name is Castle.
As a backup quarterback.
That's where kings live.
Even today, this is my gripe with niggas today. There's dudes with splinters in their ass from riding so much pine who are making 6 figures. The same guy in my position today, the backup quarterback at Washington, is making 6 figures easy. Company car, easy. Sponsorship deals from at least you get small brand deals to like Nike because it sponsors a school. You're signing your own Nike contract.
I would love for you to be like, man, ask for the Daniel at fucking Washington Car Wash.
Yeah, if I was 7 years younger, I would be making 6 figures as a fucking teenager.
You think so?
Yeah, because I graduated high school early. I didn't go to my second semester of senior year. I would have walked right into 6 figures.
Yeah, that's
in a company car. Fucking atrocious. But anyway, we should have been getting paid that money. The only reason I brought that up, my wife played a shit ton and I played almost none. And when you put your name into this,
you don't talk like you played almost none.
Well, because if I was ever around another football player, I would heal. But doing that is 10 times cooler than any of the random shit you idiots do. So around you,
I do cool things.
The equivalent to being a backup quarterback.
I talk to my biological father often. I think that's
cool. The equivalent to being a backup quarterback in comedy would be like selling theaters. Do you know you ever ran out to 75?
No, it's featuring for someone selling theaters.
Yeah. You ever ran out to 75,000 people before? It's fucking insane. There's purple smoke going everywhere. They're playing Purple Rain by Prince. Or no, it's that Jimi Hendrix yeah. They're playing that. It's fucking Here Comes the Dog.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, Daniel, sit over there. Let's get this.
Bridgecat, put on the headset.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Bridgecat, you might see maybe 2 or 3 snaps this game. But you go right there and you're like, I'm part of it.
Dude, I stand there with like dog waiting to be taken on a walk energy. I go, oh God, coach, maybe we'll call my package.
Do you know who legitimately could have the same argument as you do with the 75,000 people? The guy who run alongside you with the cameras. Like, those guys have seen more active field time.
But you're not in the suit though. You don't have a helmet that some trainer girl takes and puts it on the stool for you.
I think so, with the amount that you claimed you played.
I hate this take. Oh,
someone should hate this take stolen valor.
All right, fine, asshole. Even the place that I started at, the capacity was 22,000. That's like doing an arena as
Were you a backup?
No, I started. That's where I tore my ACL at.
Oh, bye.
So there you go, fucking cocksmoke. Fuck you. I don't want to hear it. I hate you so much.
I'm making him mad.
I fucking hate. Yeah, because to every other guy, they're like, "That's pretty sweet." You're the only guy who goes, "Well, you're backup." I'm like,
backup quarterback.
I'll crash out right now.
It's pretty cool.
Anyway, the
everyone talks about second chair, dude. Second chair is the best.
That's the shit I hate. Is he'll like try and insult me and be like, "Ha, you were an understudy quarterback." I'm like, you're not even using the right term.
You are an understudy, dude.
I know, but it's still hard.
Dude. In the role of quarterback tonight will be played by Daniel Bridgecat. Oh.
You did. It is the same kind of.
I came here to see Josh Groban.
It is the same, similar to comedy though, because there's only one person that can be on stage at a time. There's only one person that can play quarterback at a time. When someone gets the starting spot and you don't, there is that like,
Neil Patrick Harris has dick suck sniffles. So
oh, man,
Daniel Bridgecat is going to be playing.
You're just sitting there hoping this guy kind of has a bad set. You can't say it out loud, but you're just like, man, if you have like 3-4 bad games, I'm right in there.
Interception.
Oh man, Nads.
Because I'm going to do better. Pick 6. Oh no.
Basically.
I think your knees did you a favor, pal.
Probably. I mean, honestly, the saddest death, at least I got to have like a going out and I knew I was going out because you snapped your ACL.
The saddest death is Patrick Denny.
Well, there's that. But like, no, the sad death is a guy. I got a bunch of bros who just refuse to let go of the dream and they're playing football in Italy. And you're just like, why?
Ooh.
Why are we're playing 9-man football
You're
in
playing
Italy?
on the fucking Tuscany Cacio de Pepes?
Yeah, dude, I'm playing for the Berlin Swiss
We're
cheeses.
going out and we'll play real good.
Bro, it's like they have 19 different like Czech sponsors on their fucking jerseys. It looks bad. It's all good. You got to hang it up. Anyway, I'll breeze through this. So the NCAA is paying back 1.8. But God damn it, you got me off track again by being an asshole. The only reason I brought this up is because Taylor playing all her games and me being the super sophisticated, highly touted backup quarterback that I was. She's getting $1,200 from the NCAA's payout. I'm getting $40,000 from the NCAA's back pay. And I'm getting a video game check, which is all I ever fucking wanted. That's all I wanted was a check from EA that says, you're in the game, nigga. Congratulations.
Congrats. You're warming the bench in the game.
That's all I wanted was to be QB 17. God damn. Just make a kid happy.
If you go into the spectator mode and you fly the camera around the stadium, you can fly it to the sidelines.
If you go into instant replay and you spin away from the action.
And you can see you go like this.
Just wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so the NCAA was originally called the Athletic Association of the United States, or the IAAUS. Then in the 20th century, mass formations of gang-tackling football gave a reputation as a brutal sport. This is what caused the formation of the NCAA
Also,
in the first place, because they're playing with no helmets.
That's a broad space. In the 20th century?
Yeah, it was like the very beginning, so like 1900. During the 1904 season alone, there were 18 deaths and 159 serious injuries on the field. Actually, the NCAA
Are they bringing a cannon to the game?
No, but literally niggas had to be like, hup, 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 off the field. Off the field. And it was a lot of the wives and girlfriends of the players were the ones that kind of pushed the movement for this like organization because their husbands were dying.
Yeah, because he's a nightmare when he gets home. Are you kidding me?
Right.
You see him for like what, 2 hours every week?
Yeah, when he comes back.
Yeah, when he clocks back in at home, he doesn't. He's like, man, those brain injuries. What a toughie. Yeah. Anyways, Toots, what's for dinner?
But then the boy Theo, in 1905, President Teddy Roosevelt, a longtime football fan, called together the athletic leaders from the top football schools, Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. They used to be nice. UPenn used to be like Bama.
Really?
Yeah, the Ivy League schools are the only ones that had the money to fund this bullshit in the beginning.
Yeah, true.
Before it started making money. And he urged
Fucking Bama was doing stomp rockets, calling it science class.
He urged them to clean up the game as football deaths continued to mount during the 1905 season. New York University Chancellor Henry M. McCracken, sick name, convened a meeting of 13 schools in December to reform the rules of football.
H.M. McCracken is crazy.
Which is
H.M. McCracken?
H.M. McCracken's wild.
Dude, I'd have that on a belt buckle.
Yeah, and then the very first...
Dude, McCracken on a belt buckle?
McCracken is the coolest. He's obviously Irish as fuck.
You should be a boxer.
I think they give you a Guinness if your last name is McCracken the second you come out. And then Walter Byers. This is basically an evil villain. So he's the first NCAA leader.
Twisty mustache, I see him.
For sure. In 1951, Walter Byers was named executive director, which just sounds ominous, as a role in which he held for, 36 years. Because why give up power over your student athletes?
I am king of college.
He's also the man who he's the man who coined the phrase student athletes. Because when they unionized, they were originally, when the NCAA formed, because of all these deaths, the players and the women came forward and were like, yeah, well, we just want a union because they're starting to make money. Seems like they're employees. They work the hours of employees watching film. They benefit. You guys make money from them like employees. They should be employees. And then this guy goes, but wait, what if we call them student athletes? They're academic first, then they're student, which as someone who's done it is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life. I was a comms major. I majored in football. And they go, we did not, where's my camera? I didn't go to fucking class. We barely did anything. I was the furthest thing from a student athlete that you could my wife was. She was a biology major, has a real degree and played sports, but soccer's not a real sport.
Yeah, she's using her degree right now.
Yeah, but she wasn't,
I mean, she wasn't playing forehead soccer the entire time.
Yeah.
Still gotta...
actually, concussions are about the same.
Really?
You're going up for headers with chicks, unprotected, trying to smack. This is the only time you'll ever see me stand up for soccer.
I hate to be that guy, but it's chicks.
How high are they getting off the ground?
Yeah, I mean, how hard are they hitting their head?
I had to keep this next part small because I could have went on to this forever. Title IX, ladies and gentlemen, which if you're a lady, you love it. If you're a guy, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
You love it.
Yeah. Title IX, the federal law prohibiting sex discrimination in education, led to the expansion of women's athletic programs at colleges and universities around the country in the 70s. And at the 1980 conventions, Division II and III established 10 championships for women, ushering in an all-new era for women's sports. Now, I did want to do a fun caveat, although I did have a fun caveat. Just for your knowledge, you should know, not that it means anything. In 2022, the average revenue for a women's team in the NCAA Division I basketball Final Four was $5.2 million. That's some money. This is significantly less than the average revenue of $19.3 million for the men's Final Four teams that same year. But they should be paid the exact same. Fucking idiots. I hate Title IX so much. It's basically it says you need equal opportunity in scholarships. Football takes up 85 scholarships at any powerhouse school. They don't budge on that. So that means that they have to make up 85 scholarships somewhere on women's teams. What ends up happening is you cut a men's sports team. It's like Washington doesn't have a men's wrestling team. There's no swimming team because they had to cut those to make room for these women's sports. I feel like they have
a bunch of bullshit sports. Like, I feel like you could be a
all
men's...
bullshit sports. There's only two sports that ever make money at any school. It's the football team and maybe the men's basketball team. That's it. In my opinion, everyone should play for themselves because this is America, home of the free, land of the brave, and land of the free, home of the brave, and and capitalism, son.
This land
if no one's coming to your women's badminton games, kill the program.
Yeah, also,
kill it, dead where it stands.
Yeah, if you roll up and it's like an elementary school basketball game at like a college event every week,
and not to be mean to my wife, I love you. I would go to all of her games. There were some games that had 86 people there. What are we doing? Their head coach was there for 30 years, survived 10-year multiple droughts of losing seasons. Like, You just get to fucking hang around and like just collect checks. It's the most infuriating thing.
Well, gals, we'll get them next year.
Yeah, and this is all I'll say. So it was supposed to examples of Title IX violations: unwanted sexual advances, requests for favors or behavior, offensive remarks made about a person's sex, which is crazy because you can feel it at a women's game of any event. You are not allowed to yell at the players. The amount of bullshit that I got yelled to, because as you pointed out, I was on the sideline. People, just drunk idiots, would be like, "Hey, 17, ooh, like just crazy shit." With like the line of which you're allowed to say stuff at women's games, even though they're equals, a little different. Some schools have chosen to eliminate certain men's sports like gymnastics, wrestling, instead of controlling their football and men's basketball budgets. Because why would you? And this is to close how much money the NCAA makes a year. So it's about $1.3 billion. The revenue sources, media rights and marketing, which is where all this back pay bullshit comes from.
Yeah.
They brought in $940 million off of marketing. March Madness alone brought in about $1 billion.
Yeah, I was about to say, March Madness is probably one of their highest.
That's the biggest. If you count the entire football season, it makes more money. But as far as like one because that is their cash fucking cow.
No, like fucking Aldi Bowl or whatever the fuck they're.
Oh, you mean the Alamo Tires Bowl is not just bringing in?
Oh, do you mean the fucking Animal Crackers Bowl isn't bringing in a lot of people? Yeah.
The year before I got to Washington, they played in the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl, and it was it was bad, dude. They played Southern Missouri. It was no good.
Today we're going to be watching the Happy Birthday Thomas Bowl.
Yeah, a couple of schools that actually got big death penalties because of some of these violations. SMU famously got a death penalty for 10 years because they were paying players. It found out that they were paying 13 players a total of $61,000 over 2 seasons.
Damn.
There's backup players that make more money than that now. They got a 10-year death penalty for that. And then when you get a death penalty, you lose scholarships and all this other shit. Have you heard of the Louisville one?
No.
Coach Calipari.
No.
In 2013, they got in trouble because they were bringing recruits to strip clubs.
Okay.
And then
that's morale.
The best part is the board and the NCAA looked the other way. He didn't lose his job. They were just like, don't do that publicly.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And then he did get in trouble in 2017. It wasn't Calipari. It was Rick Pitino. They fired him in 2017 because he violated the
stripper.
No, they were paying
during one of the field trips.
Diamond said something. No, he violated. They were paying players. He got fined $5,000 and fired. That's it. They slapped him on the wrist, and he immediately went to go coach somewhere else. I think he went to Kentucky, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Now there's a new head of the NCAA, and they call him the president now, not the chief emperor or whatever the fuck they call it.
Grand chancellor.
Yeah, he's making $3.3 million a year.
That's not nothing.
Which, I mean, now there's players that make that much money, but before, like...
Yeah, I mean, like, it seems fair now because people are actually being, like, compensated for their talent, but when it was, like, everyone is just like, you get to eat Chick-fil-A tonight.
The craziest flex of money that I've seen or just, like, disparage, when you're, like, a recruit, that like a bigger recruit, you get in-home visits where the head coach flies from wherever he's at with another assistant coach, flies to your crib, comes in and like sits on your couch, and your mom makes him like fucking bruschetta or whatever the hell. That's what my mom made. She made bruschetta and just like put it down in front of him. I'm like, Mom, this nigga flew in on a PJ. you brought him bread and tomatoes?
It's not even Trader Joe's.
That's crazy.
Bitch.
Yeah, but like you get this guy who's paid $5 million a year. He flies in on a PJ, comes to sit in my fucking crib, and then like has to like sell your parents. That's the weirdest part about recruiting, is a grown man has to basically fondle a like 17-year-old boy.
You're gonna look real nice in my colors, boy.
Yeah, son, I see you've been putting on weight.
Yeah.
God damn.
Good muscle, strong muscle.
But yeah, I guess that's
Can I kiss you on the mouth?
Man, we're gonna take real good care of your boy.
Ma'am, I got sweaty palms. And I'm gonna love your son if my name ain't Jerry Sandusky.
It was funny. That was the only time I've ever seen my dad get like kind of bitched in his own house. Because like my dad had a chair. No one sits in my dad's chair. No one eats a big piece of chicken. That's for my dad. Head coach came in.
Sat in your dad's chair.
Sat right the fuck down in the big chair.
Biggest chicken, please.
And I just had to go watch him sit like a Nancy in my mom's spot and sit here with like his
hands.
Pull
up a milk crate, fatty.
With like his hands on his knees. And so, I'll close out on this. The NCAA is paying out $2.8 over 10 years. Hopefully I see that sooner than later. The only reason that I bring this up, and because now all of this, the reason that, and they settled out of court, by the way, because like every good fucking divorcee husband knows, if you settle out of court, it's always cheaper.
It's always cheap.
That bitch was going to drag you for everything.
Yeah.
So I got a list of the top 10 NIL earners from last year, and this is why they're back paying us, because of this amount of money that should have been made. Number 10, 3.3, and then I'll skip kind of to the middle. Number 4 is Livy Dunn. She's the only girl on the list. She's the gymnastics lady from LSU.
She's like legitimately good at gymnastics. She's not a butt.
Now look me in my eye and think you think she's making $4.1 million a year?
That is not off gymnastics,
flips?
pal. That is not gymnastics, pal.
No, man, she's hot as hell.
Yeah, Tony Soprano works in sanitation.
Yeah, no, man, she's hot as hell. She's also very good at gymnastics, but she's hot as hell. And then the top 3 are Carson Beck, who is now at Miami, $4.3 million. The Duke quarterback, basketball forward, 4.8. And at number 1, this guy's actually good at football, Arch Manning, the Manning protege, which, by the way,
is that Peyton Manning's son?
I saw Peyton Manning. I was hanging outside the cellar and saw... Yeah, no, it's Cooper Manning's son. That's the other Manning. That's
There's more than Peyton.
He was the most athletic. So there's Eli, Cooper, and Peyton. Cooper was like the receiver who was the most athletic. I saw Peyton Manning the other day walking in the cellar. It was fun. But this guy makes $6.5 million.
That's crazy.
$1 million.
What is he, like 20?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's the starting quarterback. Well, Texas has the most money out of anyone.
Oh, yeah. It's a fucking college is a quadrillion-dollar industry.
Money, baby.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, and then we'll read the Patreons and then we'll get out of here. But thank you for fucking watching. Thanks for tuning in. We only have a couple names. So look, when you join the Patreon, we encourage you to change your name to something fun. We'll read it here on air. And this is if you're a $1 or $10 McBaller. It doesn't matter to us. Bringing it in number 1. I don't speak German, but Tristan ein Schweitzel. I got that right. I got that right.
Got roasted.
Yeah, the lone chick we have on here, Amber Hamby, nice rack.
What's up, Hams?
Yeah. Tristan Bowling for Columbine Terrell.
Oh, Tristan Bowling for Columbine. Have you not seen, is it Soup for Columbine?
No, but there's a Tyrell.
Oh, Tyrell?
Yeah, like Colum Terrell.
Oh.
Maybe Terrell. Tristan Bowling for Columbine Terrell.
Oh, you got to say Terrell.
I said Terrell.
No, you said Terrell.
No, I changed it to Terrell.
Oh.
This is the problem. Why would you name...
Great joke.
Yeah, it's a bad...
You fucked it. They did a good job.
Bad read. Femboy Bussy go blap blap. Another Tristan... Oh, that's from a free guy. Okay, never mind. Here we go. And then leading the list, as always, Carl, I never realized having more fun fingering my asshole was a symptom of lupus.
Sometimes it's the things you love most that turn around and bite you.
Shout out to Carl, showing lupus what's good for week in and week out. Tell a friend about the cast. Join the Patreon. Repost the reel if you see it. Leave a comment. I don't know. Would it kill you?
Carl's D1 lupus.
Yeah, D1 lupus. See you guys later.